Hey everyone, I'm Daniel from Samahita. Thanks for joining us. Today I'm going to show you a few ways to build the Sun Salutation and work on some of the transitions. It's going to help you to build strength in the shoulder girdle, the core, and to work with transitions in stages so you don't have to rush into the difficult stuff. And if you follow this, it's going to really help your practice, okay? So you can watch or practice with me. What we'll do first, we'll come down onto our mat on our knees, sit back to the feet, and reach the arms out in front. And you exhale, take your head down towards the mat. Take a few breaths, drawing the hips back and getting length through the sides of the body. And then we'll inhale up and lift the wrists so you're on the fingertips. It gives you a bit more space under the armpits. We'll walk to the left side. You inhale and exhale, walk your fingers out a little further. Keep the shoulders lifting slightly. Take a few slow breaths, breathing through your nose. And you inhale up, walk over to the right side. Take an inhale to lift and extend. And you exhale, walk the hands out to the side. Head through the arms. Take a few slow, even breaths. And then you inhale up, walk to center. And we then lift up to the hands and knees into a simple tabletop position. So more or less what you're looking for is to stack your joints, the hip to knee, and the shoulder over the wrist. Spread the fingers out. We're looking for a little bit more of a grip in the hands, so the fingertips and the knuckle pads. You might feel you can make a pit in the palm. Okay, so that's going to protect your wrist. So the hands are nicely placed. The elbows have this bounciness to them, so we're not locking up the joint. And it's important to push and protract. If your chest is collapsed, your shoulders are collapsed like this, you won't have any support. So you push and hold, okay? For the cat-cow movements, we'll inhale, arching the spine down, looking forwards. But once again, make sure you haven't collapsed your chest. You're still solid through the arms. On an exhale breath, you switch and you're lifting the back of the body. So your tailbone can come down. There's a little more energy through the arms, and you're rounding your back. Then you'll inhale, back down to cow. Exhale, ground and lift. Inhale, arch down. And exhale, up. Do a few more. Inhale. Exhale, lift. And again, inhale. And exhale, lift. Okay, then come back to level, a neutral position, and we'll switch to a more free movement. So this one you push out to the side through the chest, up and across to the other side. So your rib cage is moving, your spine's moving, and it becomes a bit more free and organic. So you might even go back and forth a little bit. So you've got a bit more movement in the spine, the hips and shoulders. So then you have to switch the other way. You'll probably find some areas in your back that are a little bit stuck, so you can move into them and keep going. Okay, so there's a nice feeling for the skin, the fascia and the joints. Good, so you could try a few more and then come back to center. Now what we'll do is tuck the toes and sit towards the heels again. We'll go back to the fingertips. Also, this gives your wrists a bit of a break, so they might get sore as you're putting lots of weight on your hands. So they'll reach forwards, lift under the armpit, and release the head. Now focus on the sides of the body. You'll really feel your lats lengthen through the sides and around the back of the chest. Take a few sort of slightly deeper, slower breaths. And then you set your hands back down, knuckles grounded, lift the knees and we get the bent leg dog. So the bent leg dog is a good way to set up. What you're doing is drawing the hips back. You could think of it as pushing your mat away, and that sends the hips back, or you're really pulling through the top of the thighs, the pubic bone, and the navel to create that length in your spine, but not at the expense of the shoulders, so we don't collapse the chest. You broaden your back, draw the hips. Okay, so you take a few breaths here. It's fine to have some looseness in the knees. And when you're feeling comfortable, you draw back the thighs. So we call this the powering of the legs. You reach back a bit more firm, take the inner thigh back, and it gives us good length and support that way. Okay, now lift your heels up. Let's inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. And we have the frog transition. From this, inhale to high plank. High plank, lift the thighs. Most people forget the legs. Lift the thighs, keep the pushing from the shoulders, and hold your head steady. Take 2 more breaths. And you kneel down. Okay? Just be careful here that you don't suddenly collapse your back. So you have to maintain a slight tilting of the pelvis back. Okay? So what we'll start on is the simple push-up. Inhale here. Exhale, the heart goes forwards, the arms bend, and you push back up. Try one more. So inhale. Exhale. Even if you just do a tiny bit, and push back up. Now we'll roll down to our belly. And starting with Cobra, loop the shoulders back so they're not stuck in your neck. So you loop, get a small lift in the chest, and you should have some space at the armpit. So the arms are not squeezed in, there's a bit of space. I'll keep the sacrum back, and inhale, lift the heart there. Notice all the knuckles are down, fingers down, heart lifts, drag the hands back against the mat to get a bit more space in the sides of the chest. And with the exhale, come back to the feet, hands in place, bent leg dog, lengthen back, so it's right up in here, the crease of the hip, draw back, spine long, and then with the legs, drawing back to a full downward dog pose. So we'll try another transition. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, knees bend out. Now this really activates the legs. Inhale, plank. Keep the legs working. The heels back slightly and lengthen out the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale, bend the arms, push back up. Now we'll go to upward dog. Pull your hips back, scoop your tailbone, roll over your toes, and that takes you straight here. So the top of the feet grounded. There's still a bounciness in your elbows. Lift the heart, and exhale back over the toes to our downward dog. Okay? So you have a choice with transitions there. You can do kneeling, cobra, or full plank to upward dog. Now we'll come back up, bend the knees, exhale, step or jump forwards, lift the heart, inhale. Now notice I'm not locking the knee, so there's a bit of space at the back of the knee. You could go higher to this. Exhale, bend from the hips, scoop the lower abdomen in, head releases down. Inhale, lift the heart, root down through the feet, arms lift, and exhale. Okay? So we take that into the Sun Salutations. What we've done is the setup, the transitions, and that will be applied here. So if you want to follow me through now, we'll do a few of the Surya Namaskar A first. So just take a moment to set your feet. Take a breath. Exhale slowly. Again. So when you breathe in, the upper abdomen, lower rib space can expand freely. So you want to be careful not to squeeze that. We can draw the lower abdomen in, below the navel, to generate the support there. So what we look for next, feet grounded, neck long, freedom in the shoulders. So when we reach up, we're not getting stuck in the neck. So you turn, inhale, up, shoulder blades broad, heart lifts. Exhale, adjust the knees slightly, bend from the hips, fold over, release the head. Inhale, come up to the fingertips or a little higher to the shins. Notice the lower back there, so it's not collapsed this way. So you want to extend the lower back. And next breath, exhale, hands down, step or jump to our frog transition. Inhale, high plank. Take an extra breath. Now you can kneel down or stay straight. So those are the options. Okay, so the kneeling version again. Bend the arms, push back up. Roll down. Loop the shoulders. Lift the heart, inhale, and keep the neck free. Exhale, downward dog. Now take a few long, slow breaths. I'll stay here with you. Draw the hips back. The arms feel nice and long. You can feel the lats spreading and lengthening. The navel, lower abdomen, hollow in, deep, and the pubic bone draws back. You've got a slightly deeper, slower breaths. Make sure you get the complete exhale. So exhale to the end of the breath. Now lift the heels, inhale. Bend the knees, exhale. Get a little bouncy. Step or jump. Lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, adjust the knee, fold down. Inhale, lift the heart. Arms up, root the tailbone. Lengthen all the way. And exhale. Okay, so we'll try again, this time with the high plank, upper dog options. So follow along, but you can still do the first options as well. Inhale, reach broad. Exhale, soften the knees, fold over. Inhale, lift the heart, lengthen the lower back. Hands down, step or jump. Soft landing. Inhale, high plank. So here we go. Lift the thighs, heels back, head forwards. Take a breath. Exhale, bend, push, rock, and roll. Over the toes, lift the chest, upward dog. So the feet grounded, the thighs lift, the heart lifts. Exhale, downward dog. Bend slightly in the knee, lengthen, find that deep space in the lower abdomen, the hip crease, and inner thigh. And activate the legs, draw back. Good, take a few breaths. And it's fine to move a little bit. So you might need a bit more stepping or side to side or a bit more bending. Okay. Lift the heels, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Step or jump. I didn't jump. Lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, hard lifts, ground, lift. Exhale. Okay, one more. Choose your options. Let's do this. Inhale, turn the palms, broaden the upper back, then lift the heart. Exhale, adjust, fold. Inhale, extend. Step or jump. Plank. Take a breath. Get ready. Thighs active. Bend, push. Rock back. Tailbone under. You roll over the toes. Upward dog. Lift the heart. And downward dog. Exhale. So get into it. Adjust as you need. Just make sure you're not forcing the heels down because you need a bit of space to move other parts of the body. We're not locked in. Two more breaths. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, knees bend. So let's try a jump. Now I can use my legs for momentum. But if you jump hard, you have to control it. So as I jump, I'm going to push, and stop. Inhale, lift the chest. Fold. Inhale, rise up. And exhale. Good, take a breath. Pause. Feel the heartbeat. So it's good to have moments where you slow it down, check internally, and manage the breath, okay? So let's go through Salutation B. So this will finish this sort of opening part of the practice. For Salutation B, we have Utkatasana. So before the arms go up, you need to bend in lower. Make sure it's here, pubic bone, crease, navel, and that all hollows in, and it gets us nice and deep. Check the space there with the arms, so the back is broad, and the heart can still lift, okay? So we'll go in from here, Salutation B. Take the inhale, exhale, draw in here, come in low, heavy tailbone. Inhale, broaden out the back and chest, arms up. Exhale, folding over. Inhale, extend. Step or jump. Frog. Plank. Inhale. So you still have the kneeling option if you want. Bend the arms, push back up. Roll through, and you set up your cobra or upward dog. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. Next is warrior one. Check this out. Turn the left heel in and the right foot forwards. So the feet are already placed before coming up. This is important. Feet grounded up. Inhale. Now we start here because when you're straight, you'll be able to set up in the core, the pelvis, the chest, the arms. So the spine is in good position there, it's nice and long. And you exhale into the front leg, strong back leg, okay? You're either gazing forwards or you wrap and take your hands above the heart. So there's warrior one. Exhale, lift the left heel, hands down, step back. Frog, plank. Push up. That's the full one. Roll, lift, upward dog, thighs lift. Downward dog, exhale. Turn the right foot so the heel can come down, and then the left goes through. You come up to your fingers, get a bit of space. Inhale, straight, turn, and bend. Exhale. Choose the arm option. You might even need wider arms. That's fine. Okay, or you press in that way. Exhale. Back. Plank. Inhale. This is the first option. Exhale. Push up. Inhale. There's a cobra or a full lift upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a few long breaths. Hips back. Lower abdomen deep. Work the legs. Lift the heels, inhale. Bend the knees, exhale. Step or jump and land nicely. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, folding in. Bend the knees. So it's the tilt back. Arms broad. And exhale. Okay, try one more. It's hot in Thailand, you know that. Let's try again. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale forwards. Inhale, extend. Exhale back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, that's a full push-up. Rock. Inhale. And back. Exhale to our dog. Right leg. So get your feet ready. If you lift your toes, your arches are nice and awake. Inhale. Prepare. Turn. Exhale. Take another breath. Inhale. Exhale. Forwards. Back. Inhale. I'll do the easy one. Exhale. And just come down, release, roll, lift. Exhale, downward dog. Turn the right foot, step the left foot. Inhale up. Exhale. Take another breath. And forwards. Step back, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And I'll do an upward dog. Downward dog. And just so you know now, you can stop and kneel down. So we've done a few. Let's take the head down. So it's good to check in on the breath and make sure you're not forcing all of this. Back up, downward dog. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, knees bend. 1, 2, 3. Land. Inhale, hard lifts. Let's check the knee is not locked again. Fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, arms up. And exhale. So, there you go. I hope that went well for you. Run it through again. Watch it as many times as you need. And of course, we have more videos. Subscribe, and you'll keep up with all of these things, because we're going to give you a full practice, piece by piece, okay? And eventually the whole thing. So good luck with that. And come to Samahita, try our training, and you can learn this all properly in person with us at Samahita, okay? So thank you very much.